welcome back to another Rise demo video. This demo is going to show how to use a Rise BPMN workflow to coordinate communication between an MQTT message client and the Rise API. So here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to subscribe to a topic about material. And whenever a message arrives on this topic, we're going to initiate the workflow. This workflow is going to evaluate the weight of this material. And based on the measurement of the weight, either send an alert or write the value of the material to the graph database. Now, BPMN is a visual language, so you might be able to understand the logic just by looking at the workflow. So let's take a look. Okay, so here is our workflow. It begins by listening on the topic material stuff. This message payload is going to include properties for quantity and ID. This gateway is going to evaluate the quantity property. And if the quantity is over 100, Rise is going to send a message to the topic material alerts that says too much. Similarly, if the quantity is less than 50, it's going to send a message to the material alert that says too few. And here in our default, our happy path, if the quantity is in the just right threshold, Rise is going to send a mutation to the graph database that adds the information about the material actual, including its ID and quantity. And then upon success, it's going to report the response of the API call to this material info topic. Okay, so now that we've got everything ready, let's do a demonstration. First, let's query for material that starts with new stuff. That's the ID prefix to indicate the material was created by our workflow. No such material exists yet. This is just proof that the demo is working. Now let's go ahead and open up our MQTT client. First, note that our client is using a wildcard to subscribe to all topics on the material level. So here we're going to send this message to material stuff. As you can see, we have two properties, quantity and ID. The IDs for YouTube. If you remember, the threshold of the happy path was between 50 and 100. So we're going to send a quantity of 49 and see what happens. And we've got a message on material alerts, and the alert is too few. Similarly, let's go ahead and try the other way. Let's send something that exceeds the threshold. Again, we've got an alert saying too much. Finally, let's hit the just right threshold and let's send the quantity being 99. And as you can see, we've got the message just right, including the response of the API call. So we've got this new ID, new stuff for YouTube, we've got its quantity, and as you can see, its weight is in grams. Let's jump back to our API Explorer and check that it's been created. We could also take a look at its quantity and its quantity unit of measure if you wanted, so we can see the complete picture. Here we go. We have 99 grams of new stuff for YouTube. Thanks for watching.